Look at where we are today in terms of, say, the Celtic Tiger, where we have people at the moment who are sitting in, unfortunately, flooded houses. And one of the reasons for that is that people built in floodplains. Why do they build in floodplains? Well, what I would call that, looking at it from the guise of yin and yang, is that it was yang-based activity, which is masculine. It's the need to create, to go outwards. So all the women are off the hook on that, except you also have masculine energy as well, because we both have yin and yang within ourselves. If you look at things like, say, the Christian church, and particularly the Catholic church where it is at the moment, you've got to think, 2,000 years ago when the church was being founded and put into place in Rome, if the feminine energy had been included more in that, would we be in the position we're in today? If we look at businesses and we think, actually, if businesses looked and they actually held family as important as profit, what wonderful places would they be to work in? And what you start to see is a theme starting to develop here, where you can see that there's balance required. Both the yin is needed and the yang is needed. You can't just go down one route and say, well, I'm going to be the all-loving, all-caring person, because that mightn't get anything done. Or you can also go down the route of being the person that, I'm all about profit, success, glory. Well, that's not going to make you happy either. You need the balance of both of them. Describe some of the aspects of masculine and feminine energy. Because when I describe these traits, just think of yourself for a moment as I describe these. And think, which ones apply to me? And what you'll be surprised to find is some of the feminine traits will apply to you, and some of the masculine traits, regardless of your gender. So if we look at the masculine energy or yang energy, the positive forces associated with this would be strength, activeness, thinking, forcefulness, goal orientation, productiveness, exuberance, dynamism, adventurousness, innovation, outward moving, structured, achievement orientated, extrovert, and judging. And let's look at the feminine then. If we look at the positive forces, say on the feminine side, creative, intuitive, flowing, beginnings and ends, harmonious, nurturing, inward drawing, reflective, containing, considerate, loving, introverted, feeling, perceptive, and knowing. And as I read those words, I know everybody in this room can go, okay, yeah, I'm actually both those things. And what we start to realize is then, how much do we play into which side? Are we mostly into the feminine side, or mostly into the masculine side, or are we quite balanced? Another way to think about it is we all have a left and a right hemisphere in our brain. The left hemisphere of our brain is about logic. That's the masculine side. The right hemisphere of our brain is about intuition and creativity. That's the feminine side. And what we know is to have success in any walk of life, whether it be raising a family, whether it be running a business, whatever it might be, you need to apply both logic and intuition. And this is really what I'm talking about, is the balance of the two. At this stage, I'd like to introduce Niall Colfer. And Niall is here representing the masculine tonight, and Fionnuala representing the feminine. But obviously, within what the pieces they'll both play as well, there is masculine and feminine. And just think about this for a moment. Imagine every in-breath you take. That's feminine. It's inward moving, it's nourishing, it gives you life. Now imagine every out-breath you take. You can only speak when your breath moves outwards. So if you think of this, can you exist just with in-breaths? Of course not. Can you exist with just out-breaths? No. You have to have the two. And that's probably the simplest explanation of yin and yang that I've come up with yet. If anybody comes up with a better one, please let me know. I'll include it in the next book. But Niall is going to sing us a piece now, which I think nicely kind of brings in yin and yang. It's a song from his album Finds, and the song is called Lines and Space. And lines are masculine and space is feminine. So take it away, please, Niall. And I knew that when I wrote this song. Well, I draw my maps of different places, divided lines, divided spaces, and I've always known where the compass faces
Can't see the people, but know their faces. And the world is always changing. So you have to look around. Find me in the river's flow. Find me where the mountains grow. Find me in the city's edge, where the forest meets the lake. Lose yourself in warm embrace of divided lines and space. Well, I know my work will outlive me. In some museum, a library, so you can see, so you can see what I have seen.
Really, I suppose my message here tonight and the message in the book is, if you balance your masculine and feminine energy, if you balance and understand what those energies are, you'll bring great success, abundance, happiness and harmony. Foley Gill is an incredible musician and artist, and she's toured widely with Riverdance and Secret Garden and has a wonderful album, Whispers of Love. And Fionnuala, in her own inimitable way, and this would be absolutely now of the feminine energy, said, well, what will I play tonight? Do you know what? We're not going to have a list. There's no agenda, there's no structure. I'll play what's right.
I'm going to sing a piece called Shiguiha, which is roughly translated as Wind of the Other World.
Is to all of you. This wouldn't be happening, this wonderful vibe wouldn't be here, this great energy wouldn't be here if all of you guys weren't here. And really, you're all so close to my heart, and I'm absolutely delighted that you've made the effort to come here. It means so much to me, so thank you everybody.